Gentlemen, in the past decade alone, there have, by my reckoning, been 73 coups in 46 different countries around the world. And the success of some of these might encourage us. In Ghana 2 years ago, President Nkrumah was ousted with just 500 men. And in 1961, in South Korea, Major General Park Chung-hee seized power with 3,500 men. And in 1964, in Gabon, just 150 men were able to arrest President Umba and thus gain control over the levers of state power. And of course, it was with just one legion that Caesar crossed the Rubicon. And perhaps we would not seek to follow his fate. A sic semper tyrannis, gentlemen. Now, what all successful insurgencies have in common are 5 key elements: control of the media, control of the economy, and the capture of administrative targets, for which you need the 4th element, the loyalty of the military. Now, in Ghana and Gabon, this can be achieved with a handful of battalions. But here, in the United Kingdom, we would need to secure Parliament, Whitehall, the Ministry of Defence, and the Cabinet Office. The Prime Minister would be arrested, of course, along with other politicians still loyal. We would have to shut down the airports, air traffic control, same with the train stations. Curfews will be put in place, martial law declared. And I haven't even mentioned the police. It would take tens of thousands of unquestioningly loyal servicemen. And even in my heyday, I could never command that. Which brings me to the 5th element, legitimacy. Now, our government draws its strength from long-established institutions that support it. The courts, body of common law, the Constitution. For any action against the state to succeed, you'd have to overthrow these as well. But in a highly evolved democracy such as ours, their authority is sacrosanct. Which is why, gentlemen, a coup d'etat in the United Kingdom doesn't stand a chance. Unless we have the support of the one person not yet mentioned.
Do you see the temperament?
The Crown has at its disposal unique constitutional powers, which could still make something like this possible. In 1834, William IV used them to dismiss his government in the face of opposition from the House. And in 1920, the Emergency Powers Act was passed, which gives the sovereign power in certain circumstances to declare a state of emergency by proclamation, meaning our Queen could dissolve Parliament and appoint a new government, and a Prime Minister as well. She's also Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. They swear allegiance to her and not to Parliament, so could count on their support to see it through. She is our Caesar.
And you think she might entertain this idea?
The circumstances are certainly compelling. I've made a list here of exactly how compelling. And as her second cousin, I am in an ideal position to ask.